Hello! Good morning! How are you all today? I hope you are having a great start to your Saturday. I'm so glad you can be here with me this morning cooking. We're going to be cooking up some excellent side dishes this morning. My name is Sierra Forrest and I am the Director of Marketing and Sales for Simply Sunflower Oil. And I am so glad to have you here with me this morning. Oh, thanks, my husband is popping on. I'm glad. But feel free to invite your friends, comment, because I would love to have your involvement throughout, just so we can sort of cook together. You have an opportunity to win some really fun prizes today, so I'm so excited that you can be a part. We are going to be making some delicious carrots, some savory carrots that are an excellent side dish. We're also going to be doing a cucumber and tomato salad that is perfect for spring get-togethers. So yeah, we are going to have a lot of fun. All of the things that I'm making are going to be using Simply Sunflower Oil. This is my dad's company that he founded about 5 years ago, and all of the sunflower oil is produced from sunflowers right on my parents' farm, so that is really cool. Hey Cindy, oh thank you, I hope you enjoy these recipes. I'm so glad you can join us this morning. Feel free every time you comment, so like Cindy, how you just commented, you've now been entered for our giveaways. So the 3 different ways you can win our giveaways throughout this morning is if you comment on our feed, you can ask questions, say anything, anything positive, that's great. You'll be entered for our giveaways. You can also tag a friend, that's a way to be entered, or if you share this post on your personal page, you will also be entered for giveaways. So good morning! Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Mom! Cool, well we are going to go ahead and get started. I want to make sure that you can sort of see what I'm doing. We are going to make some savory carrots that are a perfect side dish. They're just really an easy, delicious recipe that you can have. Good morning, Rhonda. Oh yes, welcome to a snowy Nebraska. I saw all of that snow you got this morning. That looks chilly, so hopefully these spring recipes can brighten everyone up. We're just getting started to make some glazed carrots that are going to be delicious. So what you can do is just start with a regular bag of carrots. Good morning, Jan. Oh, yes, thank you. I'm so glad you enjoy these. Thank you for taking the time to be a part. I'm so glad that you're here. I am just starting this morning with cutting some carrots. I'm sure you can hear that. Can you see what I'm cutting right now? Just checking. So, we are just going to be cutting up some carrots that we can add in a little bit to our recipe. So when you cut your carrots, you want to cut them diagonal, just so you can see, right like this. Isabel, oh yay! I'm so glad that you bought your first bottle of Simply Sunflower Oil. That's awesome! I'm glad you're enjoying it too. That's great. Well, here are some more recipes that you can make. When you buy some carrots, you can just dice them in about, this isn't quite an inch, maybe half an inch, just little diagonals like this, and I am going to just add them in this bowl for now. You can see right here. And actually, while I cut that up, I am going to start heating up our oil. So we are going to use 1/4 cup of Simply Sunflower Oil. So I will measure that right here. Okay, and I'm going to get this heated up. We'll do it just on medium heat, just so the oil can start heating up. So then when we add our carrots, it'll be to a nice hot pan. That's one thing. I always love to hear everything sizzle right when I add it into the pan. So yeah, we will keep on cutting carrots. Hey Connie, oh, I'm so glad that you're here this morning. Thanks for tuning in. We are just making some delicious savory carrots this morning. It's an excellent side dish. Sort of the reasoning behind these recipes this morning, I feel like lately we have just been invited to a lot of spring get-togethers. Hey Jillian, good morning, I'm so glad you're here. We've been invited to a lot of spring get-togethers and everyone always says, hey, can you bring a side? And I'm always like, yes, of course. And then I get home and I'm thinking, okay, what should I make? So these are some excellent side dishes that you can make and bring along with you to really any event, or if you're just wanting some fun side dishes for at home, these are perfect recipes for that. So if you're just joining us, I am dicing up some carrots right now. We're just cutting them in little diagonals, if you can see, right like this. Just little cuts, they look pretty. And I am just getting these ready. We have our oil heating on medium heat right behind me. And again, I'm using Simply Sunflower, all natural sunflower oil, fresh from my parents' farm. And I'm just getting these all cut up and ready. So some of our Nebraska viewers, it just snowed last night. How much snow did you all get? There has been some pretty crazy weather. Oh, hey, I'm so glad you're joining us. Awesome. Well, yeah, there has been some wild weather, so hopefully these spring recipes can sort of cheer everyone's day up, because when it snows in the Midwest, it sort of chills things up. So yeah, we're ready to heat some things up in the kitchen. Let's see. Oh, just a little bit of snow. Oh, my mom says, oh, too much snow. Yeah, the snow just keeps coming. Well, we have been thinking of all of you. So I actually live in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I work remotely for my dad's company. So I came to college here, and my husband and I have been here ever since. So yeah, it's really fun to work remotely, but I love being able to work for my family's company based in Nebraska. So yeah, it's good. I'm so glad you're all joining us. Hey Richard, oh, and good morning Monica, I'm so glad you're here. We are just making some savory roasted carrots this morning. This is an excellent side dish that you can take with you to, even if you're going to host an Easter dinner or if you're attending an Easter dinner. Carrots they should be at all Easter dinners, I think. But if you're just looking for a fun spring side dish, this is perfect. We're just dicing up these carrots, and we're also, right behind me, I'm heating up the oil. We're using Simply Sunflower, all natural sunflower oil, which is extremely healthy for you. Let's see. Half inch, but didn't stay on the road. I wonder, yeah, we are 10 miles south of Ord, and it looks like you definitely got some snow. And Rogine, oh, I'm so glad you're here this morning. We are making some roasted carrots, savory roasted carrots. I know, how many of you do like glazed roasted carrots that are kind of sweet? That's actually one of my favorite recipes that I make over Thanksgiving, is some sweet roasted carrots. But this morning we are making some savory roasted carrots. So these are going to have more of a salty flavor, and we'll also add some parsley. So they're nice and savory. And it's an easy thing. It's actually a really inexpensive recipe too. Just buy a bag of carrots, some parsley, and everything else you'd have at home, as long as you have Simply Sunflower oil with you. So yeah. And oh yeah, a few people were asking, where can you purchase Simply Sunflower oil? We are available at 120 different stores across the Midwest in Nebraska and Iowa. You can find the full list on our website, simplysunflower.com. So we're available in Hy-Vees, Russ's Markets, Bakers, Super Savers, a lot of local chains, and then Also, if you are not local, you can also purchase online at our website, simplysunflower.com, or on Amazon. So yeah, that's where you can find our Simply Sunflower oil. So I have all of these carrots diced up and ready to add to the oil. Now our oil has been heating up. You'll notice that the oil is not smoking. That is really important. You never want your oil to smoke. One beautiful thing about Simply Sunflower oil is that we have a smoke point of 450 degrees. So that is excellent because it means you can do high heat cooking without smoking, because when oil smokes, it loses all of its nutritional benefits and it's really not healthy for you. So you want to make sure that you never heat oil beyond its smoke point. So I'm just going to add these carrots. Can you hear them sizzle? I love that right when you heat up your oil and then you add everything and it's sizzling. So what I'm going to do, I will keep these on medium heat, as you can see, and I'm actually going to put on my topper just because for carrots, you want them to be nice and tender, and it takes a while for them to really get to that nice, smooth consistency. So I'm going to add the topper on for about 10 minutes, and we'll let those cook. So in the meantime, we are actually going to get started with another recipe that we'll be doing. I'm going to rinse this cutting board off really quick. And actually, Patty, is it time for a giveaway? Okay, hey, my friend Patty is here too. Do you want to chime in? Here she is. So Patty is our awesome marketing guru. She is excellent, and she is working behind the scenes, making sure that everyone who comments, hey Tyler, oh good morning, I'm glad you're here too, that everyone who comments, tags a friend, shares this on their personal page, gets entered for our giveaways. So we have some people that have entered for our giveaways. Our first giveaway is our 8-ounce bottle of Simply Sunflower all natural sunflower oil, fresh from our Nebraska farms. And the recipient of this is, dun dun dun. Oh, I actually drew two. It is Connie. Hey, Connie Schofield, right? Yay! Connie, congratulations! I'm so glad that you won. You just won an 8-ounce bottle of Simply Sunflower oil. Please personal message us on our Facebook page, and this will actually get sent out to you this week as long as you send us our address. So thank you. Congratulations, Connie. Yay! And hey, Barb. Oh, I'm so glad you're here representing Nebraska. So if you're just joining us, you can be entered for those giveaways by sharing this on Facebook, commenting, asking questions, and tagging a friend. So many different ways. We are just making some delicious savory carrots this morning. They are heating up. I don't know if you can see that steam. They're looking beautiful. Here, I will bring these up so you can really see. Do you hear that steam? Or hear the sound of the steam? It's steaming. So these, I am just making sure they're all coated with Simply Sunflower oil. It's extremely healthy. One thing, when you look for cooking oils, you always want to make sure that you have one that is low in saturated fat, and especially that has no trans fat. Trans fat is awful. You do not want to ingest that. Hey, Sarah. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Oh, I'm glad you have carrots in the fridge. This is an easy recipe you can make. And also, hey, Brittany. Oh, I'm so glad you're tuning in too, and I'm glad you enjoy using your Simply Sunflower oil. That's awesome. So when you use a cooking oil, you want to make sure that your oil does not have trans fat. That is awful. You also do not want to have any saturated fat. You want low saturated fat content. What is very important is actually the monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats. You can check out our nutritional facts right on the back of our oil. You'll notice that we have very low saturated fat and very high monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats. Those are the good fats that you need for energy to keep you going. So those are some things you want to look for in an oil. Another thing is smoke point. So you'll notice when I was heating this oil, it did not smoke at all. Ooh, you can see all the steam rising now. You never want to heat oil beyond its smoke point. That's when oil, the nutritional properties break down, the chemical properties start breaking down, and then it is not great to ingest. So you want an oil with a high smoke point, and our smoke point is 450 degrees, which is extremely excellent for high heat cooking. So yeah, hey Tammy, oh, and Rita, I'm glad you're with us. Thanks for tuning in. And Rhonda, I'm glad you're here too. Good morning. So if you're just joining us, we are making some savory carrots that are delicious. They're perfect for a spring side dish. And now I'm actually also going to get started on another recipe while our carrots are simmering, because these carrots will take about 20 to 25 minutes to make, so we have some time. So I'm going to get started on another delicious recipe. This is actually one of my mom's favorites. So if you end up going to a potluck or a get-together during the spring or summer with Jeanette Kelling, she may bring along this fresh cucumber or tomato, this fresh cucumber and tomato salad. It's delicious. If you are someone who is not a huge fan of lettuce, this is a great alternative to having lettuce. It's a delicious salad that has a lot of good foods. So what you're going to need are 3 cucumbers. We have our cucumbers right over here, and I'm gonna have to peel these. You'll want your cucumbers. You will also need some Roma tomatoes. I love how these smell. I wish you could smell these. They're so fresh. They're perfect. So I hope you're all planting tomatoes, because they're gonna be great this season. You are also going to want some apple cider vinegar, some red wine vinegar, a red onion, and of course, your Simply Sunflower All Natural Oil. So those are some of the things you'll want. I'm actually going to get started with peeling some cucumbers. So can you sort of see me? What I might do, here, I'll grab another bowl really quick so I can peel right in front of you. So, welcome to my kitchen, you guys. I'm so glad you're here. This is so fun. I always love getting to do these, because for some of you that can't physically come visit us and get to see, I don't know, where Simply Sunflower is grown, all of those different types of things. It's fun to have you a part of my kitchen. So, hey Tammy, will you be posting the recipes? Amazing question, yes. So in our comments section, I'm actually gonna have Patty post the recipes, but if you want them right now, it is www.simplysunflower.com/recipes. And they're actually the top 2 recipes listed on there. So we have the fresh cucumber and tomato recipe, and also our savory roasted carrots recipe. And hey Susan, oh, I'm so glad you're joining me this morning. This is awesome. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm so glad you can be here. So I am just getting started. Oh, that went right out of the bowl. So I am just peeling some cucumbers right now. I almost need a bigger bowl. Usually I just peel them in the sink. But this I think is a little bit easier for you all to see. So we will get these peeled. This is a very simple recipe. You just need 3 cucumbers. So I'll get these all peeled. Does anyone else love the smell of fresh cucumber? I feel like instantly, as soon as you start peeling the cucumbers, it just makes your whole kitchen smell fresh. Like, really the whole house. I love that. So we'll get started with these 3, and right behind me our carrots are sizzling as well. So we have a few fun things going this morning. Rhonda, oh, perfect. Oh, yay! I'm so glad you have everything in the house for both recipes. It looks like I know what you're making for lunch, right? Some excellent side dishes. So we have actually had a few people reach out to us that are either vegan, I combined vegetarian and vegan, so that are They're either vegetarian, vegan, and several people that are gluten-free. So when I was picking out recipes for this Facebook Live, I wanted to make sure that I highlighted some of our recipes that are vegetarian friendly, gluten-free, and also vegan friendly. So these are all that. So you don't need to be concerned for any allergies or special dietary restrictions. We just have cucumbers, tomatoes, red onion, things that are inexpensive, easy to find. Grocery stores are always carrying them, whether they're directly in season or not. So that's really convenient. Oh yay, I'm so glad you're all joining us this morning. We're making some sizzling carrots right behind me, and I am just getting started on our fresh cucumber and tomato salad recipe that's really good. I know some people absolutely love lettuce. They love having salads all the time. Oh, you guys, I'm not a huge fan of lettuce, honestly. So I'm always looking for alternative salads that are very healthy, but that just have some other alternatives to crunchy lettuce. So this is one of those. We have our cucumbers all set, so I'm just going to cut off the ends here. Can you see everything I'm doing okay? This is such an easy recipe. I'm so glad that you all can tune in because this is something simple that you can make. You will want a nice large bowl. You can see sort of the size of this one, just to add all of your ingredients in as you go. Let's see. So we are going to start. You have your 3 cucumbers, right? Everybody's got their 3 cucumbers. Oh, my mom's tuning in with my dad. That's awesome. I'm glad you're watching. And Susan, oh my goodness, to Casper, Wyoming. We do need Simply Sunflower there. I'm glad you mentioned that. I can actually reach out to the grocery store to see if we can carry it there. Thanks for mentioning that. So we are just going to cut up these cucumbers. With the carrots that I diced earlier, I made them a very thick diagonal, so it had kind of a unique cut. With the cucumbers, I like them a little bit diagonal, but not too much because you don't want to eat a huge piece of cucumbers. So we are going to get these diced up. We are making about, I say we, it's just me cooking here. So I'm just cooking. I'm cutting these up in about, maybe like 1/2 inch. I dropped a cucumber, but it's just gonna stay there. So we're cutting these in about 1/2 inch slices, right, like this, and it's smelling wonderful. I love the fresh smell of cucumbers. So just getting these ready. We use 3 cucumbers. So if you are making your grocery list right now as you watch, you need 3 cucumbers, you need 3 to 4 Roma tomatoes, depending on how large they are. You need a red onion, and Simply Sunflower oil, of course, the best part of the recipe. So we are going to add these cucumbers right in here. And I'm gonna check on our carrots as those dice. Oh, perfect. They are softening up. They're looking really good. And they're smelling excellent too. You can see the steam rise, but notice the oil is not smoking because we have a very high smoke point. So that's really good. So the carrots are softening. And again, I like my carrots to soften for at least 10 to 15 minutes. The whole recipe takes about 20. Question. Oh my goodness, happy birthday, Monica. I didn't know it was your birthday. That's awesome. And Rogine, did you say you need it in Michigan? Sorry, I'm gonna, Montana. Oh, please send me the information for where you're located in Montana, and I can reach out to see if we can get in a grocery store that's more convenient for you. Great question. And Caitlin, story of my life, dropping the cucumbers. Yes, I'm so glad you can try these recipes. Caitlin is such a dear friend. I'm so glad you're tuning in. Yay, you can finally visit my kitchen. So we cucumber and tomato salad that is delicious. I'm cutting up my last cucumber. All right, and we are going to add this into the bowl. So you see how quickly this bowl fills up. So you want to make sure you start out with a nice big bowl. And then you are going to want about 4 Roma tomatoes. You can add more depending on if you like whether you like cucumbers or, oh, that one actually doesn't look so good. I'm gonna go to a different one. This one's better. Twyla, hey! Oh, I'm so glad you're tuning in. Oh yeah, perfect. This is a perfect recipe for a church potluck. That's excellent. Yeah, actually, my mom takes this to a lot of potlucks as well, so that's awesome. So what I like to do with my cucumbers, especially to get them cut quickly, I'll just show you. I cut the top right like this. I cut a little bit of the bottom, so you have the tomato just like this, and then I cut it in half. So you got 2 little boats, and then I just slice it into wedges. Can you see that? So then you have cute little tomato wedges right like this, but it stays together. I always hate when the middle part of the tomato washes out. This way everything stays together, and we can just add that in with our salad. So we'll just wedge these tomatoes. And this is, yeah, a really fun recipe to make. So some of you have been asking questions about Simply Sunflower Oil and where it's located. We're in 120 locations across Nebraska and Iowa currently, and we are also available in California. So if we have any California viewers watching, I'm so thankful that you're here. You can purchase us at Buy Right Market, at a few different stores. They're all located on our website at simplysunflower.com. And also, all of these recipes are available on our website, so please tune in. We also update our blog just with a few different things, with different recipes. During the summer, it's really fun because you get to see how the sunflowers are growing. I get to do some videos with my dad that are so fun. He'll be in the fields, and we'll get to pretty much show everyone updates of how tall the sunflowers are. So that's a lot of fun because one thing that's really unique, when you purchase things from the grocery store, a lot of times you have no idea where they're coming from. But with our Simply Sunflower, all natural sunflower oil, when you follow us on Facebook and you get to see our website, you get to actually see our sunflowers in the fields growing. And you know exactly that is where this bottle of oil comes from. So it's really neat. And also, we so appreciate all of your local support. We're so grateful. So I am just finishing wedging these tomatoes and adding them. And it makes such a beautiful dish. And actually, honestly, so I added 4 tomatoes in there already, but from the looks of it, just with the blend, I'm still going to add a few more just because I want to make sure we have a half and half blend. Roma tomatoes are very inexpensive, so I always buy a lot because I'll use it in something. So yeah, so make sure you get enough Roma tomatoes. We'll add those. During the summer, a lot of times the grocery stores, if you purchase your tomatoes, they'll be really big. But when they're out of season, they sometimes are a bit smaller. How many viewers do we have grow their own tomatoes? That's the best. Have you ever heard that song, Homegrown Tomatoes? I sing it during the summer and it drives my husband nuts. But it's a funny little song about homegrown tomatoes. So yeah, we have our tomatoes and cucumbers in here. I will just mix this up a little bit so we have a variety. And I'm going to rinse off my cutting board. When you are just using vegetables, you don't always have to rinse off your cutting board in between because there's not really any contamination, but I just like to do it to keep things clean. And then I will get started with cutting this red onion. It's always fun to cut onion on live because if I start crying, you guys, I'm sorry. But it is hard to cut onions. I got some ideas last time. I hear chewing gum helps. And I can't really chew gum while I'm talking to you guys, so I might just cry. So here we're cutting up our red onion. You only need half a red onion, so I literally just half it, get it diced, and then I'm going to cut these in little slices, right like this. Some people do not like red onions, so you can leave this out of the recipe if you do not like it, but it adds some mighty flavor. I love it in this recipe. So we just have half red onion right here, and I'm just gonna add this into our salad. And Patty, is it time for another giveaway? She is so ready. She's always on top of things. So, let's see. I'm gonna dry my hands off really quick. And our giveaway right now, it is a 16-ounce bottle of Simply Sunflower Oil. And these cute little napkins, aren't these adorable? Since it's springtime, I know in Nebraska it just snowed, but we are going to celebrate spring. It's spring, right? Right. So these are some cute little napkins with some gold foil. And of course, what's very important, your Simply Sunflower Oil. The recipient of this giveaway is... All right. Don't forget, there's some more giveaways, so you still have a chance to win. But this one goes to Brittany Augustine. Hey, Brittany, congratulations! You just won a 16-ounce bottle of Simply Sunflower Oil and these cute little spring napkins. Please message us your address and I will get these mailed to you. So yeah, and if you are just joining, hey Susan, oh, red onions definitely need to stay in. They do. I'm glad you like those too. Come on over and we can eat red onions. So if you're just joining us, you can be entered for our final giveaway. What you can do for that, you can comment, just like some of our friends are doing. You can share this, like it, tag a friend. Those are all great ways to win. So we have 3 cucumbers, a few Roma tomatoes. I added more than 3. And we also have red onion right in here. See how colorful that is? It's perfect for spring. And it smells wonderful and fresh too. The whole house smells fresh. So we've got this going. We are going to check on the carrots because I hear them sizzling. Oh, good. These are perfect. So actually, I'm gonna move to our carrots right now. The carrots right now are very soft, and that's what you want. I also like getting them a little bit crispy. Here, I'll show you how our carrots are looking. Can you see? So you can see on a few edges, they're a little bit roasted, and that adds a nice little flavor. Angie, can you come for lunch? Please come on over. That's great. And Jessica, oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. I hope you enjoy these recipes. I'm so glad you're tuning in. So these carrots are looking really good. You can see that they are nice, evenly coated with Simply Sunflower Oil. And they're actually just about done because these are nice and tender. See how easy it is to make this recipe? It's really nice. So I am going to actually bring down the heat to low, and I'm going to add just 3 things. So really this recipe is so simple. We just used 1 bag of carrots, diced that up. We added 1/4 cup of your Simply Sunflower All Natural Sunflower Oil. We're gonna add salt and pepper. You obviously have salt and pepper at home. Add some of this. Add some crushed ground pepper. And then my little extra thing that I always love, especially when you're making this for guests, just to add a little something extra, is fresh parsley. So the fresh parsley, especially when I went to the grocery store this last time, it looked awesome. Look how, see, and it smells so good. I love using fresh herbs. I need to start growing some of this. So anyway, I'm gonna add some of these. I'm checking out your comments. Ooh, Rodney, you can smell it over here. Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, we're just going to add some fresh parsley to this. We'll just sprinkle some on the top, right like that. I add this at the very end because you don't want wilted parsley. You just want it to be some nice little fresh garnish. I'll whip this around a little bit. Oh, you all, this looks so yummy. Okay, so we have it right like this, if you can see. And if you're taking this to a friend's house, anything like that, at this point, I honestly would wait to add parsley until you get there and just garnish on top. But if everyone is ready to eat, this will be the last thing you'll want to bring out. We will just put our casserole dish right here. Here, I'll actually swap hands so you can see this. I will just pour these right in. I'll turn off my burner here. And you can see how yummy these look. These are going to be delicious for lunch, right? Like this. Do you see all that steam coming off? Yay. Oh, it is like an Ord reunion. There's a lot of fun people here. Yeah, well, it's local. We're so grateful for all of your local support. So these carrots are all ready to eat. They're nice and tender. They're roasted on the edges, and it only took really about 20 minutes to make. So that's awesome. It's an easy, simple recipe. So the carrots are ready, and now we're going to finish up our tomato cucumber salad right here. So we had 3 cucumbers, a few Roma tomatoes, half of a red onion. Now we're going to add half a cup of Simply Sunflower oil. And what's really great about our Simply Sunflower oil, one thing that's very unique, we have 41% vitamin E, and this is unheard of for any sunflower oil, actually. We do not strip off anything from our oil. A lot of companies will actually sell the vitamin E to pharmaceutical companies as a byproduct, just for greater income. But we just really value the quality of our product, and we don't want to take anything away or add anything to it. This is all natural. Nothing added, nothing subtracted. So you get 41% vitamin E with each serving, which is excellent. So we have 1/2 cup of our Simply Sunflower oil, and let's see. Oh, perfect. Yay, you can see that. That's awesome. Okay, so I am just going to add this on top. And we're going to add in just a few other ingredients. I'll do 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar right here. And these are all great grocery items to have on hand anyway. So we have 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar. It adds some nice tang. And I like red wine vinegar as well. It adds an extra little punch. If you don't have red wine vinegar, your recipe is going to be fine without it. But if you have it, it does give a little extra tang that's really good. So I add about 1/2 tablespoon, right like that, of the red wine vinegar. And we're going to add some sugar. Sugar, sugar, sugar. All right, get this sugar. We'll do 1 teaspoon of sugar. This just sweetens things up a bit. And we'll sprinkle that on top. We are going to do some salt and pepper. You can add this to your liking. I usually don't add too much because I like when other people can sort of flavor it to their liking. So we have this added. Just 2 more things. We are going to add a little bit of dill weed. You can use fresh, especially if you have it in your garden. That's going to be excellent. And then my basil. Oh yeah, here's my basil. Sorry. So I absolutely love growing basil. You can see my little basil plant over here. It smells so good, and basil is so hardy and easy to grow. I totally recommend it for all of you this summer. But I didn't want to completely demolish my basil plant, so I got some organic basil just to add in for this recipe. So with your basil, if you don't have fresh basil, go ahead and, oops, drop that in there. Go ahead and use what you have. Dried basil is perfectly fine. Fresh basil does add some extra freshness, and this is an extremely fresh salad. So I love keeping all of the fresh in there. You can tear up your basil leaves, you can just sprinkle some in. I like cutting them up just a little bit so you don't get a huge piece in there. We'll just add this. Oh, it smells so good. All right, we'll sprinkle this in, and then, let's see, I'm making sure I got everything. We got our ½ cup of Simply sunflower oil, which is very important. The ½ cup apple cider vinegar, your red wine vinegar. We added salt, pepper, dill, and of course basil. And actually, oh, and the little bit of sugar too. That adds some extra flair. And you guys, this salad is ready. Look how delicious this is. See how fresh it is? And it's so yummy. Ooh, Rhonda, you love dill with your cucumbers too. Those are delicious, yeah. So we have this all set to go. So you have gotten to see a few different recipes this morning. We made these delicious roasted carrots. They're still nice and warm. They're gonna be so good for lunch. And this is so simple. It's an inexpensive side dish. Just buy a bag of carrots. Make sure you have your Simply sunflower oil, and then if you want to be fancy, you can bring in a little parsley. But that's really all you need for this, a dash of salt and pepper, and it's done. Super simple. And then also for this recipe, cucumbers, tomatoes, red onion, the spices that you have on hand, and you'll want to make sure you have your Simply sunflower oil, of course. Who has any questions about our Simply sunflower oil? We are just about to wrap things up, so I want to answer any last questions that you have. And we also have one last giveaway. So if you ask any questions, it does give you an opportunity to get entered for our final giveaway of today. Oh, and we have a little addition. So my husband is here. This is Jonathan, and this is my sweet baby girl, Juliet. So she gets to join in. And she has some wild hair. Does anyone have any questions about our Simply sunflower oil? Juliet, you love it, huh? So just some basic things about this. It has a high smoke point, which is great, of 450 degrees. So you can cook high heat things. Yeah. So all different things like that. It has high vitamin E content. Baby girl, do you want some? She's not a huge fan of cucumbers, so we'll get to see. Maybe not. But the vitamin E content is huge because there's not another sunflower oil on the market that has that. So yeah, those are some basic things. It's local. You get to see exactly where it's coming from. It has low saturated fat, high monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats. Those are the good fats. Let's see. Does Juliet come with the sunflower oil? No, she does not, but she is a little sunflower, isn't she? So I think we're about ready for our very last giveaway of today. So the final giveaway recipient will receive a 32-ounce bottle of Simply sunflower oil, homegrown from Ord, Nebraska. You will receive this cute little spring edition too. So this silicone spoon, it's so fun. It's just so springy too. And this adorable little lemon towel, which is so springy. So the recipient of our final giveaway, ooh, Twyla, thanks. Let's see, oh yeah, Juliet, do you want to pull out one name? We need to practice this. All right, can you pull one name out? She's talking, but I think she's a little bashful. Can you pull one out? Yeah? Pull one out. Oh, all right. Which one? Oh, a handful. Everybody wins. see. Pick one. Okay, we got one. Susan! Oh, yay! Susan Butenbach, yay! Congratulations! Well, you asked about how to get how to get Simply Sunflower Oil to where you are, since we're not available for you locally, and you just won our giveaway, so congratulations! I will send this to you, and I think I have your address, but if you would mind messaging me what your address is, then we will get this and your cute silicone spoon and also your hand towel sent to you. So yeah, congratulations. Thank you so much for tuning in. So there is actually one more opportunity to win a giveaway. I didn't mention this earlier because it's fun to save until the very last thing. But if you review us on Google, the link is going to be posted on our comment section. Yeah, coming to Wyoming! So the link is going to be posted on our comment section to review us on Google or to review us on our Facebook page. We love getting to hear what you think about our product. So if you review us by actually Monday morning at 8 a.m., so you just have today, tomorrow, and Monday to finish reviewing us, then you have an opportunity to win another bottle of Simply Sunflower Oil. So please review us. I'll be doing that drawing at 8 a.m. on Monday. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have an awesome Saturday. I hope you get to make some delicious sides for everyone in your family. I hope you've enjoyed the cucumber and tomato salad and also the carrots. It's a fun recipe. And just really simple and inexpensive to make. So we are so thankful for your support, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. All right, Juliet, can you say bye? Help. See ya! All right, thank you so much, and have a great rest of your Saturday, guys.